I'm a runner training for my first ultra marathon, and I've run over 1,000 miles this year alone, and there are a few items which I've really enjoyed and have made a significant impact on my running experience. But before I influence you into buying some products, let me de-influence you first. Running is such a cool hobby in the sense that you really don't need any of these things I'm about to mention to go out and go running. However, as I've gotten a little bit deeper into the running hobby and been running for the last couple of years, I've become more willing to spend a little bit of money to improve my running experience. So with that said, let's dive into the first item here, and it's this thing on my wrist, my Garmin watch. This is the Garmin Forerunner 255, and I really have loved this thing. It's designed to be a fitness watch, and that's so nice. But a question I get asked a lot is, Austin, if I already have an Apple Watch or another smartwatch that's tracking some of my fitness data, do I really need a Garmin watch? And my short answer to that would be likely no. You probably don't need to go out and get a Garmin watch. A lot of the data that I collect on my Garmin watch, I was able to collect on my Apple Watch before. The one caveat with that though is the battery life that these Garmin watches get. I had an Apple Watch Series 3 and I could barely get through a day with it, and if I was out on a really long run, it would die on me. And these Garmin watches, I've literally gone a full week without charging this thing and it's had no problem. The next item I'll key you into is this handheld soft flask from Salomon, and I've really loved this thing. I only got it about 3 months ago, but it's made a significant difference on my summer runs especially. I used to have to plan my routes so that I passed by enough water fountains that I could get the water intake that I needed on my runs, and I still have to pass by some water refill stations if I'm going on a longer run, but for my shorter distances, I can just take this with me, put some electrolytes in it, and it's good to go. It's super convenient because it's easy to hold and it keeps the air out so the water isn't jostling around everywhere as I'm running. In the apparel department, I really hate how expensive running apparel can be, especially from name brands. And so when I've been looking for shorts to wear on my runs, I actually ended up picking up this set from Old Navy, and they have quickly become my favorite set of running shorts. I want to say their list price is right around $26, but if you buy them right after Black Friday or in January, they typically run a 50% off sale, so you can pick these up for $13 a piece. And they have some shorter lengths or longer lengths if that makes you more comfortable as well. I don't remember the exact name on these, so I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in them. Another item which I've also come to love, which isn't so cheap, is the Nike Pro compression shorts. They start at around $32, which is kind of gross. They can be found on sale sometimes, but the reason why I really like them is they just work with my legs to help prevent chafing, and they also have a pocket for my phone which holds it really nice and tight to my leg so I can actually run with it. And it's nice on those days when I'm not bringing a full hydration vest so I don't have a place to put my phone. When it comes to running shoes, I'm a huge fan of buying the previous generation of any running shoe that I'm purchasing, and I've come to love the Ultra Paradigm 7s a lot. In fact, so much that I bought it 4 different times. I've gotten rid of the first pair at this point. But the reason why I've liked them so much is that they work really well with my flat feet. I'm actually working with one of their wide sizes right now, which has been great because of the extra large midsole. That's particularly important if you have flat feet like me. Also, on the trail running side of things, I'm also an ultra guy. I use the Lone Peaks currently, and they've been great as well. Great traction, great shoe, nothing to complain about. The last item I'll key you into is actually just a money-saving tip, and that is to use either some sort of candy or particularly one of my favorites is Nerd's Gummy clusters on your runs. Fueling for runs is exceptionally important, but gels can get exceptionally expensive. They can run $2 to $3 depending upon the gel or the brand that you're purchasing, whereas a candy serving can be around like 50 cents. So if you use some candy and gels in combination, you're gonna get a mix of different types of carbohydrates as well as just save yourself some money in the long run. So yeah, those are the heavy hitting items for me in my ultra marathon training. Let me know what some of your favorite items are down in the comments below. And there definitely are other things I'm using in my ultra training. So if you guys want another video of some more of those items, let me know. Talk to you later. Peace.